Chumripsur, Namaste, hello. It was here at Phnom Kulen in Cambodia that the mighty Khmer Empire was born when Jayavarman II anointed himself king, breaking away from the Hindu Java Empire. In this series, we will see how the Indic influence was absorbed and adopted into the local culture and is still a pivot point around which the Cambodian culture and life revolve.
Hello and welcome again to Forgotten Temples with myself, Mr. B, as I extend my hand and say please do join me for the next 10 minutes as I go on a quick adventure. As always, I'm following the footprints of those Hindu gods. Now this place here holds a special place in my heart because I came here purely by accident. I was just wandering around the ancient city of Koh Ker where there's many temples, and I thought I'd go for a stroll. It was then I looked down and I discovered something amazing, because here are the gods, and if you open your eyes you could see them. Around us is jungle, and just through there is a temple. This was once the capital of Jayavarman IV. It's been abandoned, and this countryside may look benign, but there are still landmines. It's quite dangerous to walk around. But I keep within a reasonable distance. And it was when I got to here I saw something that should never be seen in nature, and that is straight lines. I was absolutely shocked. I realised instantly what I had come across was a quarry. I mean, look, you can clearly see, if I bend down, as to how this stone was excavated. But if we go to the other end, I can give you a much better idea as to how these ancients built these temples. For it is at this end we get a very clear view as to what went on here. First, we must look to the side. You see this channel? It is copied on the other side. There's another channel, like two railway tracks, but depressed. What has happened here is they have dug down, and my God, look at this. It's absolutely flat. It is incredible. So with these two tram lines, we have this third depression in the middle. Now, I've spoken with a recognised expert, and I said to him, well, maybe they were doing what the Egyptians did, and that was to dig down each side, and then you force in a large piece of wood, you add water, and then when it expands, the whole bit just pops up. It creates a fracture. Then you can lift out that large stone. He agreed with me and said, do you know what, Mr. B? That is a possibility, because nobody really knows. Now, I was absolutely thrilled I had found this. I mean, it's all very well, you know, seeing these temples and having these lovely day outs as I do. I mean, I've travelled literally tens of thousands of miles this year, and I've spent an awful lot of my own money, you know, seeing these sites and cataloguing them. But I am no expert. I am just an enthusiast, and that day I was really enthused. But then I got to here, and it all changed yet again. You see, one great find in a day, such as that, is more than enough for me. But when I saw this wall, I was absolutely staggered. Before me was a row of gods. Here what we see is a trimurti. Vishnu, Brahma and Shiva, all replicated as one. Now this is what has been told to me by an expert. As I say, I am no expert. We see the multiple heads of Brahma, and we have another figure here and others here. But there is a much more interesting human story to be told. This has to be the most human sight I have ever come across, because it takes a little bit of abduction. That's what Sherlock Holmes did, abduction, not deduction. One takes away possibilities until you're left with the most probable answer, and whatever's most likely is so often the truth. So what do we have here? Not only are we blessed that on our search, in the quest to find those ancient Hindu gods, we come across a site that seems to be littered with them. We come across something oh so much more important. It is just beautiful. This is like opening a book or pressing play on a cassette tape and listening to a recording if you know how to read it. And I read it as such, and I had it checked with that very same expert, and I said, do you know what? I think they were practicing. This was a school for showing your skills or practicing your skills. And it was agreed by the experts. And I was thrilled. I was absolutely thrilled. I by no means am the first person to find this site, but believe me when I tell you, hardly anybody comes here. And to find it by literally walking into it, well, I have to think that those gods are guiding me sometimes. So, what is the story? Well, you've got to imagine this, and I love this so much. We have all these images here carved in stone. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's about 10, let's say, that I can see clearly from here. And somebody, of course, in our Sherlock Holmes abduction way, would have sat exactly here. And he would have carved away. Which means someone would have sat here and done this one and this one and this one. We have a line of ancient craftsmen tapping away. Bang, 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 bang. And I then surmise, well, where do you see this pattern? Where people are practicing their skills and they're all lined up like this. It's school. We've all done it. We've all been there. You're at school and you're next to your chum or somebody else, and you're doing exactly the same thing as the person next to you. So, it is no leap of imagination, it is only logic that compels us to say this was a school or a place to show your skills. So there would have been a senior, a master craftsman walking behind us, looking at our work, saying, oh dear no. In my case he would be tutting, I'm sure, but they tap, 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 would be banging away. And that is the human story here. To actually be where those ancient craftsmen were, and just to listen, is an almost spiritual experience. So we take a step back, and when we do, we can fire in our imagination. Here sat someone, here, here, and so on, and it goes all the way round the corner. Look, and there's another piece of stone over there that has exactly the same features. In the opening shot, I stood right here, and I said to you that the gods are there. You just need to look for them. I wasn't lying, because they were there. They were here all the time, but you didn't notice them. And that is like some Hindu fable, isn't it? In life, you must absorb the details, and that way you'll get a better understanding of it. You must observe life. You must be a part of it, not look without seeing. This has been Mr. B. And as always, I ask you to please like and subscribe and comment if you would, because as you know, this is being funded by the Embassy of India. And if they hear that you like these videos, they may well get me out there to bring you some more adventures, and that would be fantastic. So please do comment down below. It only remains for me to wish you absolutely nothing but the very best. You take good care.